Jim, maybe I suppose just give us a brief overview of the club itself.
Bective GFC was formed in 1965. Back then, when it was formed, there was only a hut here.
Yeah.
There was no field as such. It was a field that the cows used to be hushed off and played a game of football, and you lift the cow dung, and that's where it all started.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's where it started back in 1965. A lot of our founding members are obviously dead, but there's still some left. Joey Garrity, for one, springs out to mind, one of the founder members, still alive and going strong, is here helping us every day. And we've lost a few recently, which John Moran, Mickey Morris, which were great club men.
Yeah.
They would have been the ones behind this pitch here, the arranging of this pitch. Yep.
No, fantastic. So I suppose from the little uns to the big uns, what do we have in Bective?
We have absolutely every age of football, from under sixes right up to adult football.
Stuff.
Some train Tuesday night, some train Wednesday night, because we started out with one pitch, as I said. We now have two pitches, and we still need to spread them around other evenings because we wouldn't fit all on the pitches. So it has been a great success story with underage football, yes.
Good stuff. So last year, I suppose what we came to talk to you about, the Junior A Championship, was it? You were the champions? Junior
A Championship, yeah. For a couple of years we've been trying to win it actually since '97.
Yeah. That
was the last time we won it prior to this year. So every year we were getting closer and closer. The year before we should have won it. We felt we should have won it. We left it behind us in the semi-final. And last year everybody put a great effort in. Players, mentors, under the management of Joey Devine, put a really good effort, and we were lucky enough to win it last year. And with great celebrations and a terrific year. And it took an awful lot of work behind the scenes to do it. We were developing the club rooms and running the day-to-day business of the club, so it took an awful lot of effort to keep all going, but it paid dividends in the end.
Absolutely.
We are the junior champions, and we're now playing intermediate football this year.
Jody, maybe just talk from your perspective about last year and how it went.
Yeah, last year was a great success. The fierce disappointment in 2015 after being beaten after extra time in the semi-final by Curraha. But when we sat down after that, the boys knew that if Curraha, were probably they were a step ahead of us and Dunsany that year, and then we knew that if we put a good effort in, and in fairness, it was the lads that really done it. They put in the huge effort, and they made great sacrifices, and it was easy to train them. It was a joy to train them because they were really committed and really focused on what they wanted to achieve.
Clearly a tight group too. That must have been, I suppose,
very
handy.
Very tight, because when they won
the
Taunton Cup final, they made a decision not to celebrate that night, that they were still in the championship, and that the championship was their goal, and that's what they wanted to do. And when we won the championship, then it was great. We had the two cups to celebrate with.
Obviously, your last kind of sports year was a very good one. Champions of the Junior A's, was it? Just tell us a little bit about that.
It was the Junior A. Well, the first cup we actually won was the Taunton Cup. It's a knockout for junior clubs as well, and we won that. I'd say it was about a month before we got to the final. So it was our main objective to win as many cups as we can. So the first one was the Taunton Cup. We won that, and then we set our sights then on the junior really then, and I think we were in the quarter final the week after, so just took one game at a time, and we eventually got there.
Great stuff.
But that was it, and after we won it then it was kind of more relief, because I think we've been playing for the last 10 years, and the time, well, when we started the main one was to win the junior, and it took us 10 years to win it, so we've been knocking on the door the last 4 or 5, and it was some relief when the final whistle went that day. And so
your chairperson now was telling me that you didn't have just one party, you had a couple. It must have been great celebrations afterwards.
We partied like any other championship winning team would have. We done it well, we done it justice. So yeah, we had about 3 days or so.
Yeah, it was enough.
Good fun. Maybe a day was missed at work, but I don't think there was any complaints about that. But
no, as
Jack said, it was just pure relief. 10 years of hard graft, and you're going from a stage when you've joined the team and you've actually battled relegation to possibly go down to Junior B, and then through the years there's managers that come and go, and some of them instill belief, and that came probably about after 3 or 4 years after being on the team, and then we just worked on from there, and you've different players coming in and out of the team as well, but it was a solid 10 years work in the making. So you can imagine that there was plenty of relief at the end of the day. But we were very confident going into that year as well. So we knew what was expected of ourselves. We knew it was something that we could achieve and that we had to achieve. So we set out the goal and we achieved it.
This year.
But this year now, look at we're fourth in the league in Division 3 at the moment, and we're hoping that we'll get to the final, get to the third spot, which will put us in a position to get up to Division 2. And also we're unlucky in the first round of the championship, but we're playing at intermediate level. We still can qualify out of the group. A lot of the games will be tight. A lot of teams will beat each other in that group, and we're quite hopeful that if we can get it, a bit more of a rub of the green and take a couple of more chances that we're creating, that we'll do it. But that's they're playing against better opposition in intermediate level, so it's a step up for them. But they're adapting quite well, and hopefully they will qualify out of the group.
It's all a learning curve, isn't it? It's a learning process. It takes time sometimes to find your footing when things change.
Yeah, it does, and it's like, as I said to them, games last year they were winning. They had one with 40 minutes gone. This year, as you seen last Friday night, the game was right in the middle, up to the 62nd, 63rd minute. So they've got to get used to that, adapt to that. But it'll only improve them. And as you can see, there's been great development over in the club over the last couple of years that I've been here with new clubhouse. And if you come there, as you've seen this evening, huge numbers at underage level there. So it's it's a club that's on the rise, and hopefully the senior team, or the first team, will get up to the senior ranks in the future.
So listen, what is the chatter between you now that you've moved up a notch? What's the talk between you all? I mean, what's going on through your heads?
It's kind of what we're into the unknown for a lot of us now. I think there was one or two lads that when Bective last won the junior was in 97, so they went up to intermediate grade in 98. I think it was Shane and Collie and Rory were the only three lads that played. And they got relegated 2 years later, so we're just kind of, it's going into the unknown for a lot of us, but we're kind of cherishing it as well. It's like it's like a monkey off our back really, and we're just kind of taking one game at a time and seeing as far as we can get.
Enjoying it now.
Yeah, if we get a good run of games, a good few wins under our belts, we could do some damage hopefully along the way.
And yourself, how are you feeling about it all?
Yeah, we know we can compete anyway. First and foremost, because we've been playing in a league for the last few years, which holds a number of intermediate teams. So if they're able to hold themselves in the intermediate division, then there's no reason why we can't. And we've competed in that division. We were nearly into a league final last year. So we're confident that we can maintain our position in the intermediate and hopefully at least get to knockouts and see where it goes from there. So that's all you can hope for, but we just need to keep plugging away in the field. And
I suppose the last question I'd like to ask is, you have an awful lot of volunteers that train, and I suppose like committee members that might not train, but Absolutely. They would be doing things behind the scenes. A little word about them.
That's the great thing of GAA. There's always volunteers. As you said, cutting the grass, we can do with more help, but you can always do with more help. But look around tonight, there's people out there, probably 10 out there, all different levels of coaching. They may not attend the meetings in the club rooms, they may not get involved in the organisation end of the club, but they're all vital. Everyone is vital to the club. If they only come for an hour a week, it's that effort. The kids get more involved because the parents are more involved, and as the kids grow into it, like myself years ago, I started out with having a young lad playing under 12s and I haven't left it, and that's a long time ago.
Jim, is there anything else you'd like to add, or are you happy enough with that?
We're one of 3 clubs in Navan Parish. You have Simonstown, O'Mahony's and ourselves, Bective. But we are the country club. So if you want to keep your kids out in good country fresh air, away from all the smoke and the noise, bring them out to Bective and they'll be 100% safe here. Thank you.